Chris Isaak.
Chris Isaak.
Wicked game.
Yeah.
As a teenager, I loved the video because I think it was like him and like a half naked lady making out on the beach.
It is, yeah. It's a little uncomfortable to watch for me.
It was. I was like, and nowadays it's uncomfortable for me to watch, but in my adolescence, it was like
heady. Yeah.
It was like, huh.
Yeah.
This is the thing that's on MTV. MTV is so cutting edge and so cool. That's what I thought. You know?
Yeah.
So, but they did play it like so much that even in my young years, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this video.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember hearing this song and misunderstanding the lyrics. And I remember asking my mom about it. Why is he saying no and then I want to fall in love with you? I don't understand. Because the don't is almost melded into, it's like, no, I want to fall in love with you is what I was hearing instead. I didn't hear the don't. And it was really confusing to me. And my mom had to explain to me that it was, I don't want to fall in love. And then once I knew, I couldn't unhear it. I heard it from then on. But I remember being, just going, I don't understand this song. What is he saying?
And of course, like Chris Isaak, known for his rockabilly performances, I think rockabilly sound, and this is much more of like a love ballad.
It's like an easy listening. It was on the easy listening station.
It was on every channel. I mean, come on, you can't judge it as easy listening. It was on every rock channel, every pop channel.
I gotta say, like, it's one of the few songs too that utilizes the word wicked, and well,
I love the word wicked. I'm from Maine.
I know.
Wicked good. It's wicked. I have a cup that used to say wicked pissa, but like I've used it so much.
Yeah.
So if anybody can find me one, I'm gonna have to shout out to our New England audience.
Yeah.
I need a replacement mug for my wicked pissa.
Yeah, Aunt Betty got that for you, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
So you New England folks, I'm sure I'm not gonna find it in Tennessee.
No. It would be ununderstood.
No, and the fact that the writing came off was a wicked pissa, I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
So,
fun fact, my mug is also from New England. It's from New Hampshire, the Salmon Falls pottery up there, which I think is close
also,
now.
fun fact, we have our own mugs.
Yeah, we do.
They say, good vibes, Sugar Lime Blue, Sunday shout out, established in 2013. I had to look. It's been so long. They're pretty cool. It's a little smaller. This mug's a little big, and this one's a little small, so you can see the difference.
Mine's perfect.
This is definitely be like a good 8-ounce cup of coffee, or a nice little camp mug to take with you. And it's a
metal,
which
you
is
like
nice.
The metal mug. I actually prefer the ceramic or the clay. Yeah.
This one looks metal,
ceramic.
but it's ceramic.
Yeah.
So
it looks like the enamelware.
Enough about not music, though. Let's talk about music some more, because I love music.
So it's funny that this song specifically, because I was looking up a bit about Chris Isaak, because I was afraid he was problematic, because there's one thing that he did way back that was questionable, but it turns out I think he might have the one red flag and the rest are green. One little thing, but this though, the Wicked Game. Mm-hmm. He says, I don't want to fall in love with you. Well, he managed not to do that. He has been a lifelong bachelor.
Really?
He said the longest running relationship that he's had has been with his band. And he said that it's not that he hasn't wanted a relationship or hasn't thought about marriage or kids or whatever, but he's just really been intent on his career. And he said it's always been number one, and that doesn't work with a relationship. And I love this quote. He said, kids are kind of like sailboats. They look nice from a distance on a sunshiny day, but up close, they're a lot of maintenance.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's okay. Yeah. All
Fair
right.
and accurate.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like Chris Isaak's more.
I thought it was pretty clever.
As a man, I already like it because he plays like...
Because the half-naked lady?
Yeah, of course. No. Because...
Rude.
He has the manly man voice, which I'm glad you didn't try to go downstairs and get that out, because it was like, no, I can't even get down there.
Does,
he's got the manly man low, the low.
My approach to this song, because the guitar plays such a melancholy, beautiful piece to it, I can hit some of those low notes and then do the octave jump like he does, but I don't feel like it's in my personal wheelhouse, and I wanted I wanted my vocal to be kind of my own. So my approach wasn't to do that octave jump that he does there, but to kind of hang out in my wheelhouse a little bit more, and in an effort to help highlight some of those tones from the guitar, because I think it's really a beautiful offering together. So yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to
trying to highlight the guitar. I would have prepared a little bit better.
Well, it's always a group effort, right?
So speaking of guitar, we did a loop, which is not our normal shout out.
It is our normal, but not for the shout out.
So a lot of times, if you tune into our Sunday live stream,
yes,
you'll see a lot of looping action going on.
Yeah.
So getting
when
more
we play
and more
acoustic,
with the looper.
Yeah, when we're doing the duo, we use a looper.
Even though I didn't spend a lot of time like trying to highlight the guitar parts myself and work them out just perfectly.
It's not about perfection.
I spent some time getting the general vibe of it, because I do agree with you. Like, it has a very, I think honestly, that's probably the first thing I liked about the song, all kidding aside about the half naked ladies. The guitar really drew me in because it has like almost like a surf sound where it's just bathed in reverb,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's got this forlorn sense to it that
it's really a perfect guitar part.
It's got like
an
aching to it. Yeah. I don't want to retune or anything, to key it differently, because I feel like, and usually I'm not about the iconicness of a part or something in a song.
So you just put it on my part this time. Like, you won't make your parts iconic, but my parts become iconic.
No.
I see how it goes.
No, it's just that I so enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
That I wanted to be present.
You told me up front, like, yeah, you need to replicate this better.
Not at all. No, because it's not about that. I want your touch on it, because I love your touch on the guitar, and having that idea there in place with your touch on it.
When I wanted to loop it and play the lead guitar part as well, because usually a song like this I would just
I was
play
happy.
The acoustic.
I was happy that was a decision you made, because you're approaching it from an independent artist standpoint, like even independent from my standpoint, and so I appreciate
I would just play the acoustic part, right? And you would just sing to that, and it would be completely different, because it would be missing a lot of the parts. It'd be a stripped down version.
Maybe we'll redo it like that.
I was sitting there listening to it, and I actually heard the kind of the groove on the drums is actually what struck me first, and I was like, oh, and wait a second, this song is like really repetitive on the rhythm guitar part, and I was like, man, this would be an ideal song to loop, actually, And then I was like, well, if I'm going to loop it, I don't want to play the lead on an acoustic, because I can't do the moves that they simulate some of the moves.
Let's also be quite transparent. Mm-hmm. Any chance you have to play your guitar that has the Bixby?
Yeah, the guitar that has the Bixby.
You sort of want to take it though, right?
I mean, it sounds so killer, because he has this move that is like, it starts off with a bend from a note where it goes on down on the Bixby, and then while the Bixby's down, he picks the next note and comes up with it.
Yeah.
And it's
that uncommon?
It's interesting. It's like, I'm not like a huge tremolo player, but it's like really easy here. It's just two notes, right? Because it's like you're just playing. You can hear those notes in there, but and then up to that note. So it's down from one note up to the next note. It only involves picking twice and cutting two notes. It's crazy, but it's very evocative in the two note phrase. You know, that's the most evocative guitar phrase in the whole thing, I think, And
it's very memorable.
Yeah. And so I have one other guitar with a wing bar on it, which I don't play much either. And in fact, I'm trying to sell it to PRS. But this guitar is interesting. And I've played it at a couple shows, but I put it together myself. So the only guitar that I've kind of put together, and I had the body and I had the neck, and I don't remember if they came together or not, but they certainly didn't come together like this.
Yeah.
The neck I've always thought felt great, minus a few things. Like, so it had a plastic knot on it. It was kind of used, and it's a JB Player neck, and I thought it felt great. And then the body, I believe it was natural color.
We had it sitting around for literal years.
But it honestly looked like a top from a 70s table. It had no character to it at all. And I gave you the body, and I said, paint this for me.
And I pawned it off.
And you pawned it off.
I did.
And lo and behold, like one Christmas, it came back to me.
You didn't even know it was gone.
No. It was like it spent some time underneath the sofa because it was just, I mean, it was a block of wood with nothing on it. I had stripped it all down and taken all the parts off because a lot of the parts were junk.
I gave it to my mom and stepdad, and they
they painted it. They did this crazy dip on it.
It's really cool.
And I've had it for about 2 years now. Maybe 3 or 4.
3 or 4 now. Yeah, time flies.
So you can see that, and you can see
Hold
the paint job that's on here. I did.
Okay.
So there's a lot of. I invested a good chunk of change in this, trying to make it like just so. So I had no tremolo guitars at the time, so I wanted a tremolo and I wanted a Bigsby because I've never had a Bigsby, but I've played them before and I liked it. So I wanted the gold hardware.
Yeah, which I thought was an uncommon choice. Yeah,
it is because all my hardware is either silver or black.
But it looks so nice with it. So. And
I chose to go with some interesting features. So I actually put in for the guitar heads out there, it's a Telecaster plate, or it's they call it a jazz plate for a Telecaster.
Okay, for not guitar heads, what does that mean?
So this actually has 2 volumes and a tone, so I can control the volume on each pickup. So this is your normal. This is normal, and then
how does that change the sound?
A lot of times, the direction of the layout is different. Like, because on a Telecaster, depending on the model of Telecaster, but like the other Telecaster that I have has just a volume and a tone, controls both pickups at the same time.
Okay.
With this one, on your middle pickup, what you can do is bring in more or less of the bridge or more or less of the neck, so you can kind of blend the two together.
So how does that change the sound?
So traditionally, like the bridge pickup is more trebly, has more bite to it, where the neck has more mellow sound and a rounder sound, which is typically where I like to hang out.
You can more customize your tone.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, taking I guess cues from Jerry Garcia's Alligator Strat, I put a sticker on it. Mm. My only guitar that has a sticker because, it's going to show a lot of my personality. And
what's
I found
the sticker of?
First of all, I thought it was great that it was round and has a like an outline to it, kind of where it looks like an acoustic sound hole pickup. I thought that was kind of
clever, ingenious.
Yeah. So I put it where a sound hole pickup would be, and it says psychedelic research volunteer.
Nice, and the colors go with the paint.
Yeah, and it goes with the paint. It was a great psychedelic, look. Put on the new tuners, and then just to not be outdone, like on the back, the neck plate. I don't know if you can see this. It says "Fantastic Adventures," and it has a rocket ship taking off engraved in the.
I forgot you had that on there.
In the neck plate.
Yeah, totally forgot that.
A lot of appointments. And then just one last thing. So apparently I did not get gold strap locks for it at one point. So anyhow, I know failing.
Amazon wish
list. It goes
list.
with the black though, right? So the neck pickup was actually off the junk body, which I don't know what it was. It was like a no-name neck pickup. And it sounded really bad, so I took the cover off. Also, it was a silver cover, and I didn't like the look of that. So I thought that the copper showing through, and it actually opened up the sound and sounded a lot better with the cover off.
It's funny what you can do just by trying it.
Yeah, just trying things out. And actually, I used that pickup today, which was probably like a $30 or $40 junk pickup off a junk guitar. And the bridge pickup is actually a Lindsey Fralin, which is, he's a very well known pickup guy in the custom guitar building community. And it's a quite expensive pickup that I picked up off of, like maybe Craigslist or Marketplace or something like that. So
it's funny to me that there are people that are known for specific things like pickups. Like I'm the pickup guy in whatever town I live in, or I'm the
pickup guy,
tuning peg.
Well, yeah, you mean the people that make custom things?
Yeah,
right. So there's a lot of custom guitar pickup builders, actually.
I know there's like
pretty well known
pedal people that they make.
Boutique instrument building has become a thing where
it's kind of amazing to me.
And then so because of people customizing things, like even like this is like building a guitar from Legos. It's not like I cut down a tree and sawed out a but some people do that too.
We have a friend that does that makes beautiful guitars, dismal guitars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dismal Axe.
Dismal Axe, yeah. Just amazing guitars.
In Dismal, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What a terrible name for a town. I like. There's some great place like Patience.
I mean, though,
what
like if you're going to be a town like Dismal, and then
you gotta have a certain.
You probably
vibe
shouldn't be surprised that you were incorporated 80 years ago and your population's still like 14 or something.
It's got a certain.
I mean, you're setting the
persona.
vibe, like you know.
I gotta think though that they should have a really good like crypt. What are they called? The cryptids. Cryptids? Is that what like Bigfoot hunters and whatnot? Like,
all right,
like
don't know.
Folks that are out there like for paranormal stuff.
Psychedelic research volunteers.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, we've gone down a rabbit trail.
Yeah, so we got off on the guitar building thing, but yeah, you know what? There's a lot of guitar players that tune in. You guys should link us to your axes that you've built. I know some of you guys have built some guitars out there, so you should hit up our Facebook page or leave links in the YouTube that we can go check out your.
And we have an
guitars.
Incoming new edition.
We do, but we're going to be really quiet about that.
So excited about it, though. Stay
tuned.
So
yeah, that'll probably be a video.
Not even mine. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited.
Be yours.
I mean,
for the low monthly payment of $19.99.
It could be for all the rest of my life.
I might give it up. Who knows? Maybe I'll get it and I won't like it.
That's impossible.
Then it can be yours.
That's impossible. No, I'm so excited about it. So, no, if you like it.
We're on the 10-day shipping plan, though, because we're out of town next week to go to New Orleans and play some shows.
Now, that'll actually be when this is airing. We'll be back from New Orleans.
We'll be back from New Orleans. So we'll be just gotten back from New Orleans, and we'll probably just be about getting the guitar when this airs.
I mean, the new thing.
Within a couple of days, yeah. So, yeah, you know.
Yeah, we'll look forward to introducing you to the new edition.
I'm sure it's going to be making an appearance or several hundred in the shout-outs. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm super stoked about it.
Yeah, that'll be good. So, cool. Yeah, I want to see pictures of the guitar builds for sure. I think we're figuring out some things. Like for a long time, if you've noticed that our lighting hasn't been on point, we had a light in our studio.
Just went wonky.
That would work about 25% of the time.
Maybe.
So we would shut it off so that it would not just turn on randomly during the recording.
Strobing is not good,
and that gave us a lot of shadows in both in the song, and in the chats, because it is a light that actually is a track lighting that points in both directions.
And now we're fighting being blinded.
Yeah, now it's like super bright because our ceiling in the studio is only 7 foot, so like it kind of puts lighting almost at eye level.
Yes.
And it can be a challenge to adjust it where we get the right brightness, but don't get blinded.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
So
we're at least lit now.
And it's great. We got a lot of new dates coming up on our calendar. So make sure to check out sugarlineblue.com.
Yep. And if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, go to sugarlineblue.com and sign up for the newsletter.
And we're doing a lot of new things at our shows too. I guess you're definitely going to want to check out some of the shows. We're doing a lot of cool new things. We got acoustic gigs coming up. We got acoustic band shows coming up. We got full band shows coming up. We tried to denote them on the gigs, on the website what they are. We have actually even a festival, a bluegrass festival, believe it or not, that wants
mountain music.
Yeah, they want to, and it's bluegrass and Americana, and they want to show. I thought this was really cool. They said they want to attract young people, and they want to show how bluegrass and Americana can influence many types of music.
Yeah,
you know. So I will be playing that festival with the full band, and I think we're going to probably tailor that set list a little bit more towards our Americana side of things. Yeah, you know. But yeah, we got a lot of fun shows coming up. I'm excited.
We're gonna have a good time. Hope to see you out there.
It's gonna be a great fall, and the wheels are really starting to turn. Hope you join. Get on the bus now.
Yeah. See you next week.
We'll save you a seat.